Welcome to Season 2 of Rush of Fear podcast. As always, we'll be covering Universal Orlando's premier scare event, Halloween Horror Nights, but this time on our very own feed and under the UUOP network. Tonight for Season 2, Episode 2, we'll be chatting about the first HHN announcement of the year. So, let the mayhem begin.
What a rush of fear.
Welcome, friends and fellow horror fans. We are so thrilled to be back for episode 2 of season 2 and the very first HHN31 announcement episode of the Haunt season. As always, I have my two cohorts with me. Kenneth, what's up, Kenneth?
Bow, 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 bow. Announcement time. Hi.
And always, Michelle. Hello, Michelle.
Hello. I am so happy to talk about something nice because it has been a crazy long week. Thank God it is Friday.
Oh, it is Friday. Look at that. Amazing.
I always forget
I know.
when it's Friday.
Me too.
I am so exhausted, but I can always talk about Halloween Horror Nights.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So yesterday we did finally get our first announcement of the year. And the announcement yesterday, we kind of got a whole bunch of information just dropped on us all at once. We finally got dates for this year. They started selling single night tickets, Unmasking the Horror tours, and RIP tours. And then we also got a small rundown of numbers for this year's event. And along with that and all of these virtual announcements, we also got a surprise merch drop inside the park. So lots to talk about on this episode tonight. Shall we dive right in?
Let's do it.
We shall. I mean, it was nuts. Like, it literally just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we did have that little blurb on, what was it, Instagram? Or it was Instagram, right? That kind of hinted to something. But then, like, the next day, it was like, well, everything all at once. And what the heck? Like, where did this even come from? And other people dropped it before even Universal did. It was such a confusing day.
Yeah.
It was.
And you know what?
I mean, we finally got it, though, which is good.
It's funny that when you list everything that we learned yesterday, because up until right now, it didn't feel like really there was anything to talk about. I was like, yeah, they announced the dates, but like, whatever, who cares? But then once you listed everything, I was like, oh, I guess there was a lot of stuff yesterday. I had no idea.
Yeah.
This being the first announcement almost feels like it's the syllabus day. You know, we're gonna get all of the logistical stuff out first, so you can start buying tickets and booking tours and you know, all that other stuff. And then we'll get to the juice, the real fun, you know, in a few weeks or you know, down the line.
Yeah. What's wild, though, is like the past couple of years, at least since I've been involved, I feel like they've always released the dates for the event either like the day after the event ends or like a couple of months later down the road. But for this one, I mean, by this time last year, we had already had, I think, 2 house announcements, and now we're just finally getting dates. But they released the dates and the single night tickets on the same night. So it's like, how are you supposed to prepare your vacation not knowing the actual dates and then buy tickets and schedule tours on the same day you found out the date? I don't know. It was very strange and abnormal.
It was nuts from a travel agent perspective.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, with no warning, you know, a lot of times, a little insider track here, a lot of times, especially with Disney and sometimes even Universal, travel agents have a heads up that some kind of discount or something big is about to happen. So we kind of are able to like prepare ourselves, get a list of our clients that are going to need something and like be prepared for the next morning when it all drops. This was like, what? And literally, you know, I'm in the middle of meetings all day. I'm handling stuff for my daughter's school. I'm on the school board and I'm getting like email after email and text and personal message. I need my tickets. I need these tickets for these dates. I need you to book my hotel for these dates. I was like, like, oh my God. It was like, this no warning thing did not suit me. Let me just say. But regardless, we survived, and yeah, let's hope they plan things a little better next year. But
Fair enough.
I digress. I'm excited to start talking about the dates for this year because it seems like things are on track for COVID to be a thing of the past, kind of, and us to have, I think, a very normal year this year, which I am so, so happy about. So starting with the dates, the event will be starting on September 2nd, which is a Friday, so no surprise there. And it runs for 43 nights, ending on October 31st, which surprisingly though is a Monday. So that's odd.
Yeah. Very
Some
strange.
of the dates that we have are pretty much just about every day except for Monday and Tuesday. For September and October. But that includes September 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, 7th through the 11th, 15th through the 18th, 21st through the 25th, September 28th through October 2nd. And then for the rest of October, it's every day except for Monday and Tuesday, of course, with the exception of Halloween, which is on a Monday. That's a lot of
Yeah.
dates.
That is a lot of dates.
How does that compare to last year's numbers?
Ooh,
I think last year was also 43
It's
from what I
right about that,
remember.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
well, it seems to me like this is more nights because I don't. Boy, we should have this information up, shouldn't we? Last year, don't remember it starting into 5 night weeks right away after the first weekend, but I could be wrong about that.
I'm pretty sure I think last year the event started on the 3rd and
Yeah,
then again ended on the 31st because the 31st was a Sunday.
yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah. It made sense.
You're right, though. I don't remember there being as many Wednesdays, especially in September last year.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so I'm looking at last year's calendar. I'm gonna have to count the days, but the first weekend last year was only 2 days. It was only
Yeah.
the third and fourth.
I see.
Last year was 42.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
42 nights.
Gotcha.
And they didn't add anything last year, right? They didn't add
Mm-mm,
any days.
No.
no.
Okay.
I just do not see them ending on a Monday.
I know that's so weird. I would have thought they would have at least added like the Thursday, Friday, and then have it end on a Saturday because that's technically the end of a pay week. Because that's what they normally do, I think.
And I'm going to go ahead and venture to say that we'll see an extension.
I feel because it would be silly of them to just pay them for 2 days.
No, that's a normal Horror Nights thing. The last
Is
night is
it?
usually a Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, but a
Weird.
Monday?
I mean, it can't be the first time it's happened.
Well, I know that they extended it back in 2019. They extended it through the first weekend of November.
I mean, yeah, it could
So
happen.
it's a possibility. Who knows? I just think it's
Anything
weird to
is
end on a
possible.
Monday.
Anything
Yeah.
is possible. Goodness
Yep.
gracious.
But yeah, that's a lot of days. And then we've got that one random Wednesday in the third week that isn't an event night. I'm guessing for some sort of event, park buyout.
Yeah, there's always
Probably.
that one. I think it's Microsoft. There's always that one park buyout that we lose a day for, and it's usually the same company from what I can remember. Yeah.
I need to work for them.
Dude, seriously, any of the big companies that do like buyouts of parks or have the conventions at the theme parks, I'm always like, how I'd love to work for a company that did that. Be so nice.
It'd be incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, let's talk about tickets, tours, and pricing. So single night tickets are on sale, selling at a range of $73.99 to $104.99 per night. There's a 3-house Unmasking the Horror tour, and those range from $79.99 to $109.99. And then there's a 6-house Unmasking the Horror tour, ranging from $129.99 to $159.99. And then lastly, RIP tours are ranging from $329.99 to $399.99. One thing to remember about Unmasking the Horror tours is that theme park or event admission is not required to participate in a tour. One thing to remember about the RAP tour is that you have to have admission to both the event and the tour separately. They are not a package deal. So yes, the event ticket is not included in the price of your RAP tour.
Right.
Does this
For
seem
the
pretty
however,
standard? Oh, go
yeah,
ahead, Michelle.
for the Unmasking the Horror tour, I don't know if either of you have ever done that. Have you?
Mm-mm.
I never have.
No.
So good, so good. So the reason that one's you don't require any type of step. You don't even require a park ticket for the day, to be honest with you. So
Mm-hmm.
the RIP tour requires you to have an HHN ticket. The Unmasking the Horror tour doesn't require you to have even a park ticket. So you just have the tour ticket. They meet you over at the old Blue Man Group entrance, and your tour guide escorts you from there to your tour. So you're pretty much never without your tour guide, which means you don't need admission.
Right.
So it's very, very nice. That's a great unheard of deal, honestly, because you usually need an admission ticket for every type of tour there is in any theme park.
Right.
But
That's true.
it's so worth the money. Because when we did it back in 2019, so of course the Unmasking the Horror tour takes you through either 3 or 6 houses. Those are chosen at the beginning of the event. It doesn't rotate or anything. It's the same house as on the 3 house, and then it's on the 6 house they just add 3 additional houses. But you go through with the lights on, which is super great. So there aren't any scares or anything like that for those who might be a little too chicken for the tour. I mean, for the event itself at night. But they take you through and tell you a lot of like the inside workings of HHN and the houses in particular and the stories behind the houses, and show you a bunch of like neat tricks and things that they use to make the scares happen. It's a very cool tour.
I've always wanted to do it. I just never have. Maybe this will be
Well,
the year.
yeah, let's do it this year, guys.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's
Rush
done.
of Fear, Rush of Fear, Unmask the Horror. We got it.
Yeah, and it looks from when I was researching this, and I feel like this is what it was last year as well. But the range, there's some days that are like more expensive than others. Like Saturdays are usually more expensive
Yeah.
than, the Thursdays and things like that. So
Right.
there are some prices in between that range, but that is the lowest that I found and the highest that I found. So
Right.
Yeah.
And they haven't
That makes
released
sense.
any kind of annual pass holder tickets or discounts as of yet,
Mm-mm.
but I have a feeling those will probably come pretty soon because annual pass
Yeah.
holders get a little antsy for those types of and vocally
Yeah.
antsy
Fair.
for those
Well,
types
Is
of
there
things.
go ahead.
I mean, if you're an annual pass holder, I feel like you would just be waiting for a Rush of Fear pass, I would think.
Right.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Well, they
like,
do sometimes offer discounts on single night tickets as well. So
well, I know they do because, I mean, well, yeah, when I was growing up and like going to horror nights in high school and stuff, I would do single night tickets because I would only go maybe twice a year. I would go 2 nights, and I would use my pass discount for that. So I guess that is kind of maybe what we're thinking of, but it just feels if you're a pass holder and you're already trying to buy your tickets, like you can wait. They're not going to sell out in March.
no.
You got time.
Yeah.
No. And the only 2 nights that ever do kind of sell out, at least in my knowledge, are the first and the last nights.
I
Those
feel
are
like
like
there were
the
a lot
busiest
of
nights.
I feel like there were a lot of nights last year that sold out.
There
Maybe
were
like last minute, but not in March, not like
Right, not
immediately.
this far ahead of time.
But like
Yeah.
the first night
It's not a
last year
BTS
sold out.
concert.
Yeah. The first night for last year sold out well before the event started.
Right. Makes sense. Is there a Florida resident discount? I can't remember.
Yes.
There
Mhm.
is? Okay, cool.
Mhm. Well, not right now,
Right. But
but
eventually.
they usually do. Yeah.
Do they
Cool,
still do
cool.
the Burger King cup discount?
I don't know.
I know Publix still sells them. I usually see the standees in Publix.
Yeah. And I think those tickets are already Florida resident discounted.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think so,
exactly.
yeah.
The ones at Publix.
Exactly.
Oh, when do we think we're gonna get, like, you know how there's always a grocery store or a hotel or somebody puts up some standee before they're supposed to that has like official IPs on it that haven't been announced.
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
We're on the lookout. Standee watch.
You're
Standee Watch
you're stalking.
2022.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's funny. Guys, we have to try to do an RIP tour this year because you guys still haven't done it, right?
never.
No, not
Okay.
yet.
This is the year, guys. This is the year.
The
Um,
year.
it is the year for RIP and unmasking the horror. Because RIP is the way to go. There's just it's just you can't even I can't even tell you how great it is until you just try it for yourself and then you'll be like, "Oh, that's
I
what
get it
Michelle's
now.
talking
I mean,
about."
I
Yeah.
believe it because I never had Express until last year, and then last year I got a frequent fear with Express, and yeah, I've been spoiled. So I almost don't want to do an RIP tour because I would like to still
It's
enjoy
hard.
being a peasant.
It's hard to go back. It really is.
Being
But
a peasant.
okay, so let me put this in perspective. Actually, it's really not hard to go back as long if you do it correctly. Like if I know that I've got multiple nights of the event, I don't feel like I have to kill myself every single night to enjoy myself. Like I can take it slow. I can watch the app and watch wait times and still
Yeah.
enjoy myself knowing that I have multiple nights to experience the event. So that's fine.
Mhm.
However, of an RIP tour, it's just like I just can't even describe it. It's the best thing ever. Um on on a time when when you're do or die. So like for instance, last year I did go a couple of different times and I was able to do it more leisurely on those other times. But then I was on one trip where I only had one night and I was with a large group and we did the RIP and listen, we did every single house twice. Half of our group pooped out after the first
Oh,
half of the
I thought you
night.
were telling us something different, right? Just right then.
No. They were tired like halfway through the event cuz you don't wait in any lines. So you're constantly walking. Um and so they left halfway through the night and so by the end of the night it was just me and Robin and we were like, "Shh, we're getting our money's worth out of this." So we stayed until 2 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
Anyway, so RIP, if you can do it, do it. It's awesome. 1,000 times
Yeah.
worth the money.
Yeah.
All right. We'll have to wait and see. We'll make it happen. That too.
I can't wait. All right. So now that we've talked tours, let's talk numbers. So from this release, it looks as though we will be getting 10 houses, 5 scare zones, 2 live shows, and all of the usual Universal attractions that are open during Halloween Horror Nights. However, a little teaser here that might come to fruition is it seems like per um permits that were filed that they might be trying to use the queue of Fast and Furious for some type of haunted attraction during the event. Um, thanks to Alicia Stella for that information. But
Mhm.
what do you guys
Ah,
think about
yes.
that?
That
Yeah.
seems cool.
I'm excited to get a house because since I've been going, all the houses have been in the exact same spots. So I'm excited to get a house somewhere new, change of scenery, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Uh.
according to the permit, they were just wanting to use the queue. Is that right?
No, I think they might also be using the actual ride path.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, because there's no track. It's a
no.
trackless
Yeah.
ride, so it's
Right.
just a flat floor, so you could put stuff down there.
Oh my God.
Ah,
But
that's awesome.
if they end up using the ride path, then we would lose Fast and Furious during daytime park hours.
I would
I
like
would
to
assume
lose it
so.
altogether entirely anyway.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair. But I'm just thinking ahead.
Maybe they're turning it into the permanent Walking Dead attraction that flopped over at Hollywood Studios.
Oh, I would take it, honestly.
Over
Yeah.
Fast and Furious? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I've talked about it before. I like the Fast and Furious franchise. This ride was just the wrong ride. Um,
hmm
so I mean, they can close it, try again, make a real Fast and Furious ride, and then well, when we regain access to other house locations uh down the line, then we can have both open and everyone will want to do everything.
Right.
hmm
Well, and the facade of that attraction, especially the queue, it's really kind of already set up for a really cool haunted house feature. Like I just walking through to ride the ride, I remember thinking to myself, this could actually make a really cool
What
haunted
if
house.
what if the house is like zombie Fast and Furious? Like Vin Diesel is a zombie and it's just all the characters from the Fast and Furious movie turned into zombies and they're
I love this idea.
Me
The
too.
Fast and Furious ride entrance is only missing the crashed helicopter, and it would be the Walking Dead uh,
that's true.
attraction entrance.
That is true.
Let's talk about 2 live shows. This is news to me because they haven't contacted my band about this.
Dang.
Ugh,
So what's this other live show then?
Well, are they
Universal.
considered the Lagoon show a live show?
I'm trying to think because I know last year they said like 2 outrageous shows or something like that.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't remember if they used the word live.
I wouldn't
Um,
consider the Lagoon show outrageous either.
I would.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure.
Outrageous?
Yeah.
Nah. I
Why
mean,
not?
like spectacular, it's like, but like outrageous. I don't know. That's.
Maybe they didn't even use that word. I might have made that up.
Oh, okay.
Nutrageous? Is that the one?
I don't know.
Earl the Squirrels. Earl the Squirrel presents Halloween Horror Nights Lagoon Show. Marathon of Mayhem.
Zombie Earls.
Zombie Earls.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Instead of Carnage Returns, it's like just trying to make a nut pun, but it didn't work out very well.
I bet Chris could do that. Too bad he's not on the show right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with Fear Factor. I don't know what is in the works. They haven't from the outside torn it down yet. So
Yeah.
potentially they're waiting until Horror Nights to use it and then after Horror Nights tear it down and figure out next year from there. Like I have no idea.
I mean, yeah, by all accounts, from everything we can see, Fear Factor hasn't been touched. And it will probably be. I mean, if it stays in its current state, you can still do a show there, no problem.
Right.
I think Fear Factor Live is officially closed, but I don't know that really means a whole lot. They were just basically confirming that the show would not be returning because it had been closed since the pandemic closure.
Right.
So they basically were just saying it's not coming back, but they never said that it was going to be demolished or that it would be making way for a new attraction. I think that was a lot of rumor and speculation. Some of it, from reliable sources, but plans change.
Right.
Isn't it walled up right now?
I don't think it is. No.
No. No.
I could
I'm pretty sure
No.
it's not.
it was
There's
walled off
definitely
front.
chains around the front. Like you can't they
It-
have all the chains up. So like you shouldn't go back there, but
right.
I don't from the last time that I was there, I don't think I saw any walls yet.
So I wonder if they're gonna do another like Carnival of Carnage type stage because remember that was just out in the streets that they set that up. Of course, it was crazy and caused some
Right.
major bottlenecks, but they
Yeah,
did it before and it
but
was
that because they have Marathon of Mayhem now, that entrance to Marathon of Mayhem is right next to where that stage would have been. They also have that crepe stand now, right where
Yeah.
that stage would have been as well.
I think the stage would block, or if not block, like we're talking bottleneck. Like this is the tiniest little bottle.
Oh yeah.
This is like one of those airplane liquor bottles. A bottleneck that stage would create in the lagoon entrance. I wouldn't I wouldn't put a stage there, even though like I feel like you would have to choose the Lagoon show or putting a stage
Right.
there.
If
Right.
you're gonna do the lagoon
Logistically,
show.
I loved that stage. If I ever was gonna do a show at Horror Nights, like that's the stage I would want to do it on. But the Lagoon show is, you know, something now I can't imagine Horror Nights not having. It just makes the whole park feel so like tied together, you know, if you can
Yeah.
see it from everywhere. I just love, even if you don't love the show, like I just love being able to be walking around and be like, oh, look what's going on over there.
Yeah. You know where they're gonna do the other show? Blue Man Group.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
Unless they're smart and they use Blue Man Group as an area for houses.
yeah,
Yeah.
An area for houses?
like put a
Yeah.
house in there.
Yeah.
Like
Because
in the
that
building or just using like the outer
in the
and doing
build,
a pop? Huh.
I would say in the building. Because blah, 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 blah. What am I trying to say? I remember when I went to the Blue Man Group, the chairs, like the stands that were in there, were not permanent. They were definitely the same kind that they use for Grinchmas, that is collapsible and movable. So
Right.
if they take those stands out, they have a huge room to do anything they want with. Or yeah, they could definitely put a show in there as well.
That's a pretty
I for
small
one
venue.
I for one would want it to be a show because it would be fabulous to be able to sit down somewhere semi comfortable in the air conditioning for a break instead
Yeah.
of on bleachers in the heat.
Yeah.
The Blue Man Theater is a much smaller venue than the Fear Factor Theater as far as like seating and audience size.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so while I would love to see a show in there, I don't know that it necessarily solves the problem of replacing the Blue Man as a people eater, or replacing Fear Factor, I should say,
As a
as
people
a
Yeah.
eater.
as a people eater location for people to get out of the streets.
Yeah. It also, you wouldn't be able to hear it. I feel like one of the draws of having the shows in Fear Factor is the fact that you can hear that music and see that fire and,
Mm.
all of that from really
Hear the
anywhere.
audience just like going crazy because of
Yeah.
stuff's
So you're
happening.
like, "Ooh, what's that?" I didn't even know there were shows. What's that? But with it being in Blue Man Group, if there's going to be a sign, there's going to be like a walkway
Right.
where you would walk over there, but you wouldn't be able to hear it or see it or really know anything about it. So if you were, I feel like just a casual person that was like, "Oh, I'm going to try out this HHN thing," and you didn't know about it, you would probably never,
Yeah, it's pretty
you
far out
know.
of the way.
Yeah. Sadly, cuz it would be such a great area, air conditioning is key.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna have to figure out something because eventually, whether it's this year or next year, the Fear Factor stage is going away. Like they're not gonna have that anymore.
Yeah,
Um,
sooner or later.
Yeah.
yeah, so they're gonna have to figure out a solution
I guess they
soon.
always have animal actors.
I mean, that's true. I have seen Horror Nights shows in Animal Actors before.
Mhm.
And then there's also um what they could put a stage in one of the sound stages, like that sound stage back by the library facade where they do like media events and stuff. Like just put a stage in there and set up some chairs. Like it's right there.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many options.
There are,
Um,
yeah.
you just have to think outside the bun, you know?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh my
Um,
goodness. Well, moving forward.
yes. Uh, before we discuss the random merch release, let's talk about this past Wednesday, March 23rd at 11:11 p.m. There was an Instagram reel and tweet that was a static image of the corner of a cracked cell phone screen with the last text reading "Never Go Alone," which we now know is the tagline for this year. And then there's blood splatter all over the phone screen.
Mhm.
Discuss.
So that was the same line as last year.
I
Yeah.
think, was it last year though, "Don't Go Alone"? The house
That's-
shirt that
The
I own says "Don't go alone."
I think it was don't.
the shirt said "Don't go alone," but the marketing said "Never go alone."
Really?
It's so confusing.
So why are they doing it
Yes.
again?
I don't know.
Somebody must have really liked that slogan and said, "This is just the Horror Nights slogan now."
Have we
Huh.
had repeated slogans in the past? I can't remember.
Not that I can think of.
Yeah. I mean, this year it at least looks a little different, which we'll get into in the next little bit here, but yeah, I don't know. There was so much I loved reading all of the like speculation about what the phone screen could mean, like is it Scream? Is it Fear Street? Cuz someone put up like a they like or like quote tweeted the cell phone image with the image from Fear Street, like one of the parts from the mall with all the neon, and it was like the exact same colors of neon in that image from the show and this image of the cell phone. And oh my goodness, there was so much of it I couldn't even keep up.
Interesting. I do love how Horror Nights season turns theme park fans into conspiracy theorists.
Little FBI
The
agents.
worst.
Yeah, it's really fun to just watch all of these these people pulling at threads and be like, this must mean that
I
they,
know.
you know.
I
Yeah.
know. So weird.
It's fun.
They've set it up for us like that though. They know how to,
Yeah.
and I talked about this last year too. They know how to get us. They know how to reel us in. We are just like Ursula says in Little Mermaid, you're just a fish on a hook, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know that we're going to do this. And so I feel like nowadays the marketing team is like, "Ooh, what can we give them that'll give them like 16 different conspiracy theory strings to go off this one cell phone picture and la la la." And they're smart. They are a
With
very smart marketing team.
with things like the reels and the, you know, the visual, the images that they post,
Mhm.
that I will put a little more weight in of like people trying to find clues in there, because those things have to be created out of things, and like it would be very very far-fetched to think that they're using or creating things that look like different IPs on accident.
Yeah.
Whereas when it's just like a tweet that doesn't have any image attached to it, and people start trying to, you know, read between the lines, and if you count the number of letters in every word and you multiply them all by 16, like I don't think that there's as much thought put into those things, you know. Like I don't think they're really trying to say anything with their tweets. I think they're just being, you know, being an engaging account for people to follow and engage with, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Remember last year when they had an entire community of Horror Nights fans watching TV static for 3.5 hours? That was fun.
Yeah. Wow, I forgot that. Yes.
Yeah. That was
Well,
good.
well, okay, so on top of the phone, we also got the image with the tagline "Never Go Alone" scratched into a wallpapered wall with a bloody handprint next to it for the announcement social media posts. So this picture accompanied links to Universal's website where you can go to buy tickets and you know, reserve tours and stuff. And again, this is another one. And Maddie, right before we started today, you sent us a link that someone pointed out. Actually, let's credit this person. I'm going to find the link so we can say who it was. Who was the person that put these images next to each other? It was basically it was. Where's this link you sent us? There it is. They pointed out that the wallpaper on this image is the same wallpaper from Bly Manor. And this is from Halloween Horror Nights. What is this? Christian Cagle?
Yeah, it was a screenshot from a Halloween Horror Nights Facebook group.
Oh, yes.
That this person, A Productions 09 on Twitter, screen capped and posted onto Twitter. But the original post is from Christian Cagle on Facebook.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the same
I
wallpaper as Bly Manor.
I don't think it's the exact same, but it looks very similar. It
Oh
It
looks very
does.
similar.
god.
It
But
really does.
even if it doesn't mean that we're getting Bly Manor, I think this image and like this, because I'll talk about it when we talk about merch in a second too, but this like scratched in never go alone with the handprint, this is one of my favorites that I think we've gotten so far. To me, this is very Horror Nights. I
Yeah.
loved the neon in the 80s and like that bright blue neon we got a couple of years ago, but this to me, this is spooky haunted house.
Yes.
Mm.
This is Scooby-Doo but a little bit scarier.
Oh,
I really enjoy it. I think it's um a very
Campaign,
well
yeah.
done campaign logo.
it's a much more analog aesthetic compared to the neon 80s style. Like
Yeah,
this feels like you would walk into an abandoned house off on a dirt road somewhere and see this on the wall and like when you walk in.
Yep.
absolutely.
Yep.
There was another and I didn't send it to you guys, but I definitely saw it on Twitter. There was another one that said that if you zoom in on like a good high def image of the wallpaper, the little circle or oval in the middle of the diamond looks like the Terror Queen. So they're like, is this a storyteller year? And I'm like,
Oh.
uh
That's pushing it.
that I feel like that's pushing it. And I would love to have, after last year, we got the icons back. It was great. I think it is a good theory. I would love to see a storyteller year, but I think we need a little bit of gap from the icons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Or give us
Let's
some new ones.
a new one, exactly. But I would love just a spooky haunted house, you know?
Yeah,
Sure.
Spooky haunted house.
for real.
Yeah. Well, talking about that logo, let's move into this merch drop that we got inside the parks. So, yesterday, right after we got the midday announcement on social media, uh, some peeps were in the parks, and I saw, a bunch of different posts from a bunch of different websites and Instagrams and Twitters and things like that. But it looks like Five and Dime on Hollywood Boulevard inside Universal. And then the All Hallows Eve Boutique, which is over in Islands of Adventure, got HHN31 t shirts and Christmas ornaments, which I think is a
Okay.
very odd combination. I love a
Yeah.
good Christmas ornament, but it was definitely very weird. I mean, Christmas in July is coming up, so, you know, but Halloween in March, that one is not official, but I think we can now make Halloween in March an official thing.
I mean, I'll buy it, but
Yeah,
like it's still yeah, like who decided that needs to be dropped early?
I know.
Christmas in July starts earlier and earlier every year.
It does. It really
It's just
does.
insane. I already saw Christmas in July decorations up in December.
Ugh. Oh my god. I
I
just
love
I
I
that
love
just processed.
yeah. So I love this shirt a
I
lot.
like it. Yeah. So the shirt is a black ringer style shirt. And just what that means is the around the collar and then around the bottom of the sleeves is going to be like it's like cuffed and it's usually a different color than the shirt itself. So for this one, it's a black shirt with a bright red cuff. The back has the same scratched "Never Go Alone" tagline with the bloody handprint in bright red, and then the front on like this the breast pocket area, there's a logo for HHN31. And then the Christmas ornament has the same tagline logo on one side. And then the other side has the usual Horror Nights logo with a red skull on top of it.
Hmm.
So
I think it
simple.
actually. I actually have these items in my room right here. Let me look in my bag.
Oh, did you
Uh,
buy them?
You already bought them?
oh, I got them for a friend who wanted them. I personally don't want them, but I picked them up for a friend.
Fair.
And so I have them here.
I
So
like them.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
The Christmas ornament is pretty nice. I actually might end up getting the Christmas ornament for myself as well. And then the shirt is right here, and it says Halloween Horror Nights 2022. So not Horror Nights 31.
Mm.
And then the Never Go Alone with the handprint. It is, you know what? It is a pretty nice shirt. I'm not really big on ringers, and also if I buy every Horror Nights shirt, I just will never have money. So I have to be selective, and this one doesn't pass my uh criteria test. The ornament I think I might actually get.
Hmm.
But it's like a very nice matte black finish. Um if you're listening to this unboxing podcast, you can you hear that?
Oh
That's
my ASMR.
that's the ornament. Never Go Alone, Halloween Horror Nights. It says Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Studios.
Oh, okay.
Sick, dude.
Yeah. Um, I just think
I
it's very funny to have a merch drop in celebration of announcing dates and single night tickets.
Yeah, it was very strange. I agree with you. Ringer shirts are not my style as well. I think if this exact shirt was not a ringer and just a plain black shirt, I would definitely get it and then do my usual like crop. But yeah, I agree. It's a very weird, like, I know last year they did those like merchandise releases with a lot of the announcements, but
Yeah,
I didn't know that that
Right.
was going to become like a normal thing, I guess.
right.
Exciting, but
Last year it made sense to me because of the like Horror Nights withdrawals that everyone had from not having Horror Nights the year before. So it felt kind of like they were just giving us as much as they could because we had gone without it.
yeah.
And so they're
But
like, here's
then,
merchandise, here's, extra
right.
stuff that we normally wouldn't give you. And like it made sense to me last year. And this year it just kind of feels like, guys, please, like
Yeah.
be, be patient. You don't be Weezer, Weezer won't leave us alone. Horror Nights, you gotta give us a little while. you
Yeah.
know?
So what you're saying is we all want all of the announcements like 6, 7 months in advance, but you can keep the merch until the the event. We
Yeah.
don't want that
Personally,
early.
personally, that is my feeling. I'm sure many people will disagree with me. And if you do, sound off on like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook group, whatever, like if you love this, like I'm not saying they shouldn't do it. Just for me, I can't get that involved
Right.
because it's like it's
Yeah.
just too much for me.
So
Yeah.
I can see where it's as long as it's not overtaking the park, I think it's okay. Because there are people that actually like that stuff, but may not be able to be here during the actual event who are traveling
Sure,
now and get
that's a
to
good
take it
Mhm.
point.
home. So there's that. And then who knows? Maybe this is limited edition stuff and this stuff won't actually be part of the actual event merchandise.
Yeah.
So, because I know that there was stuff before. Now, of course, that was 2020 stuff, but there was stuff that they released early before that wasn't a part of the actual event later
Yeah,
on. So maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know.
Yeah. I will say last year though, with all of the releases beforehand, it did make that first time through the tribute store. I was like, oh, I've seen that piece of merch before. Oh, okay, that we got that
Yeah,
2 months ago. Like, so I feel like I wasn't as excited about the merchandise that first night of the event because I
that's
was like,
true.
oh, I've seen this before. What I think is funny though is the fact that in Five and Dime at this very moment, they are selling HHN30 and HHN31 merchandise together in the same store.
What?
oh, you're right,
Because
because they still have the Beetlejuice shirts and stuff.
they still have the Beetlejuice
Really?
shirts. They're still selling one of the other, not the Hill House shirt, but something similar to that. And then they're still trying to get rid of those Jack and Chance cake in a cup jars.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in the store maybe a week ago at this point, and I was like, why are we still selling these? Why did we not just recycle them?
Yeah, you can like get that printing off and put a new design on it, probably.
Yeah.
You
Because
know,
I think what they did is they weren't selling a lot of the cakes. So at the end of the event, they just dumped the cakes and then gave the jars a decent wash. And then they just kind of put them out on the shelves. They're like, buy these cool jars that say Jack and Chan.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very strange. And then, of course, that the Five and Dime store is such a funny store to me because it's like 5% like Universal Monsters because it's the store that the horror makeup show dumps into. But the store design itself and more of the merchandise is to Born.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
And now you
Bourne
get
store.
now you get Horror Nights in there as well.
The Bourne store featuring Universal Monsters and Chucky and Gremlins.
I'd
Gremlins,
watch
yeah.
that movie.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. Jason
Whoa.
Bourne against the Gremlins teaming up with Chucky. Wow.
Yeah.
Remix of 2022.
Let's bring back like Abbott and Costello meet the Wolfman. Jason Bourne meets the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to
Let's
do this.
let's
It's so
put
silly.
Chucky in the Bourne Stuntacular during Halloween Horror Nights and have Jason Bourne
Oh.
fighting Chucky in the stunts.
Instead of the guy, I can't remember any of their names from the Bourne show, but the guy who's in the suit, whose like apartment gets broken into, like the head guy, it's just Chucky. And so Chucky in the car at the very end of the show where he puts his gun up in the air and he's like, Bourne, and like shoots him 3 times. It's
That's
just Chucky.
That'd be awesome.
I'm giving this the green light right now.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Can we have someone listening illustrate this for us? I'd love a cartoon, like a comic book of the Jason Bourne Stuntacular, but with Chucky instead of the guy in the suit.
Chucky is the bad guy, the senator or whatever.
Yeah.
I think we've just broken the code. That is the second live show. Like it is.
Oops, we revealed it too soon.
You heard it first here, guys.
Wow.
We are the most accurate news source out there.
We are.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Chucky Bourne crossover show.
Breaking news. Oh my goodness.
Well,
I'm dead.
I think
On
we
that
should
note.
just call it a day there.
Yeah.
I think that will do it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope to see you soon in the fog. Until next time, for more content, be sure to check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/rushofear and follow us on Instagram and our brand new Twitter account, both of which can be found at Rush of Fear Pod. No punctuation in the middle of that anymore. Hooray!
Did you guys plan that? You guys were like perfectly synchronized on your hooray.
Oh.
I feel a little left out.
We just operate on the same wavelength, Michelle.
Mm-hmm. You can blame the
you guys were like,
simulation.
hooray! And then I was, woohoo. All right, for more general Universal Orlando Resort news, check out our friends and UUOP Network hosts over at the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, wherever podcasts can be found. And be sure to check out Kenneth's band, Pangolin, everywhere you listen to music online. Follow them on social media at PangolinFL.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone. The podcast has come to an end. Now get out.